We just scaled a brand from zero to $1 million per month on TikTok Shop in less than 6 weeks. And in this video, I'm going to be getting into everything that happens behind the scenes. This is stuff that people don't tell you about scaling a brand on TikTok Shop. I'm going to walk you through our entire process. We're even going to get into a bunch of data, like you can see here, so you know whether or not your product is actually a good fit for TikTok Shop and exactly what to expect. All right, so here's the brand Skin Body that we started working with in March. You can see all of their data in March. They had like a handful of units sold, basically starting from zero on TikTok Shop. And then in April, we took them to about 6,000 units sold. You can see from an email that I have right over here. We would have done a lot better in April if we weren't stuck in the probation period. So a new store on TikTok Shop will go through a probation period, probably for at least a couple weeks. I think we were stuck in it for just about a month. You're only allowed to sell 200 units per day max while you are in this phase. And so you can see from this email right here, we're back in stock for 3 hours and 200 units are already sold out. Basically what would happen to us every day is midnight, the store would get turned back on. We'd sell out 200 units in the first couple of hours, and then we weren't allowed to sell any more after that. Then what happened in early May, we finally got that probation lifted. The brand ran out of stock for a little bit, but they got a massive order. And then you can see right here, we sold 60, 70,000 units. I think it's up to like 80 or something right now. They're currently out of stock, but if you do the numbers, $21 a unit, 70,000 sold. They are well over $1 million per month right now. And I'm going to be breaking down this entire process. So here's the 3 steps that we're going to be talking through today. First one, the product. Second one is the creator system, both the incentives and the feedback flywheel. And then finally, we're going to be talking through TikTok Shop ads. The product is absolutely everything when it comes to TikTok Shop. We've worked with dozens of brands at this point. A bunch of them have taken off and a bunch of them have been complete flops. And the thing that I'm noticing is it's really all about the product, right? We can take our same network of hundreds and hundreds of creators. We can have, the same price point, everything be exactly the same except for the product, right? And that is the key factor between what's going to do well and what's not going to do well. And so the 5 big things that we're looking for in a product is 1, it has to be super unique. 2, problem solving product. 3, an impulse buy price range, something that someone sees it once, they get it, they pull out their credit card, they buy on the spot. They don't have to think about it too much. Number 4, something that you're unlikely to find in stores. So if you see a product, you're like, oh, that's pretty cool, but I see that every time I'm in, Trader Joe's, Target, Walmart, whatever it is, I'll just buy it next time I'm there. So you want something that, they're likely not going to get it in stores. And then 5, this one's key, some type of visual element, right? If, for example, you have just a supplement that's just a pill, supplements do really well on TikTok Shop, but it's way harder to sell something that's not visual, right? I'd rather something that, you spray it on, or something that, you're going to be able to show and demonstrate how that product works in the video. In terms of being able to tell whether or not you have a winning product, I'm going to get into some of our data here that we saw with this client that went from zero to over $1 million a month. One of the key things I would be looking at is the RPM, right? So across all of the videos that are created for your product, how much revenue are you generating per 1,000 views? And so for this one, you can see we were, about $65 per 1,000 views, which is incredible. For this one, I did take out a lot of the huge video views just to make sure everything fits on the chart. But what we can see down here, we have the views, and then on the y-axis, we have the actual revenue, right? So for example, each one of these dots are a different video, right? So this video right here did about like 500,000 views, and it generated around $60,000. Here's another one right here. Just about the same revenue as well, probably did, 600,000 views. Here's another one over here, 800,000 views, a little less than $40,000. So what we noticed is, the average across all of these was somewhere around $60, $70, $80 in revenue per 1,000 views. We've noticed with other products though, anywhere above $25, somewhere in that range, is pretty good. That is a product that I would consider a winner on TikTok Shop. And just for reference, this product that we have up here that's in this range, they're a top 10 product on TikTok Shop right now. Top 10 in every single category across the board. So it is going to be quite difficult to get there. Anything that's in that like 20, 30, 40 range is very solid. Another metric that I was looking at was how many views do we get per video on average, right? This is almost like a virality score. And what we noticed is over several hundred videos, I believe we had almost 800 videos in this data set. On average, we were getting 11,000 views per video. And so that tells me that this is a viral product, right? Every time someone makes a video, we're going to get 11,000 views. On the flip side, we've worked with some other brands where that number was like 250, 300. And that's where you're going to struggle, right? So we want products that convert. That's going to be this RPM number. And we want products that are viral, right? Every time someone makes a video, I want this to have a huge likelihood of going viral. All right, so let's talk about the next part of this whole system, and that is going to be getting creators. So as you can see, we've had tons of viral videos. If you just search SkinBody on TikTok, you're going to see tons and tons of these. 2.6 million, 54 million, 29 million, 4.2 million. So getting creators, right? Getting this network of affiliates to promote your product, this is going to be absolutely massive. And I'm going to walk through the two big pieces that are a part of this puzzle to get people creating videos that look like these, right? That have all of these millions of views. The first thing that we do is we've created this feedback flywheel, right? So we don't just want affiliates, but I want informed affiliates, right? Affiliates that are smart, affiliates that are going to be doing everything they can to optimize their videos and get more views. And so what we do with our TikTok Shop games is we create a leaderboard and we share that with our entire network. So what happened was this brand hopped on board with us and we got their product in the hands of hundreds and hundreds of affiliates. Affiliates start making videos. And then what we do is we track all of that data and we see what videos are working well, what videos are converting, and we put that into a leaderboard and then we share that with our network. So that way they can see what's performing, what's working, and how they can recreate that. So we try to make everything as transparent as possible with our TikTok Shop games. We get the whole leaderboard in there. That way creators that are smart, they can come in, they can do the research, and they can see what's working well. Now, the second part of this whole creator ecosystem that we have is we also want our affiliates to be incentivized, right? So a couple of things that we do is every month with our TikTok Shop games, we send the first place winner to our mastermind. We're hosting our next one in San Diego this upcoming month. First place every month in our TikTok Shop games, they get a free ticket to our mastermind. SkinBody also was offering any creator that hit 100,000 in GMV a free 7-day trip to the Bahamas, going on a cruise. Everything's all paid for. And we've actually had a couple of creators who have hit that milestone. So not only are the network of creators informed and they know what's working, they're also highly incentivized outside of just the TikTok Shop commission, right? Cool prizes, things to really make like a competition out of it. And that just is going to get creators to want to promote the products more, and ultimately get results that are looking like this on TikTok Shop. Now, we've talked through the product, we've talked through the creators. The final step I want to talk through is going to be the ads side of things. Now, with SkinBody, we actually didn't really do much with ads at all because the big problem we had was just keeping the product in stock. We were able to sell it out consistently with just organic, but ads are becoming a much bigger piece of this picture. And I want to talk through kind of a nuance with TikTok Shop ads that, you know, if you're coming from just the traditional like Facebook ads world, this might be a little bit different in how you should think about this. So typically, creative is always the bottleneck, right? What we're seeing in the ads world now is just like broad targeting, you know, let the algorithm find the right people. It's all about the creative right now. And so getting those creatives and constantly testing and updating is often the big bottleneck. Now, what's quite cool about this whole system is that there's this kind of flywheel that's created, right? So typically when you run ads, it's, hey, you know, can we spend $1 to get back to? And like, that's all you're thinking about, right? This very like linear process. But with TikTok Shop, it actually creates this like this like extra flywheel that a lot of people don't necessarily think about. So affiliates are smart, right? Affiliates want to promote products that are already selling. They can see all of this info, right? It's all in the marketplace, right? Or in some of these spy tools. But all these creators, they're pretty informed, right? They're pretty smart. They know, okay, if I promote this product that has 20 sales, it's probably not going to work. But I'm going to go, I'm going to search for the top 10 most viral products, and that's what I'm going to promote. And so it's kind of this chicken or the egg thing. It's right. All right, to get sales, you need to get affiliates, but in order to get affiliates, they want to see that you have sales, right? So it's kind of this chicken or the egg. And so a lot of times running some ads, that can really help to get this whole thing set in motion. And so what happens, you start to generate sales. That's going to lead to more affiliates, because affiliates, they're going to see, okay, this product's selling. They're more likely going to reach out, get a free sample, and start to actually make content. When you get more affiliates, you get more creatives, right? You get more content. And these are the ones that you're going to be using to fuel the ads. So it's less of this like linear process where it's like, okay, I'm going to try to spend $10,000 and we're going to try to make $20,000 back, right? Of course, that's, part of it. That's the, the goal here is to get a profitable campaign. But what those ads are also doing is they're going to lead to more affiliates, more creatives. And it's this whole like way to just supercharge the entire system. And it's becoming a much bigger piece of the puzzle. And so if you run some type of e-commerce brand, you're looking for help scaling on TikTok Shop, we are looking for brands that have a unique or a problem-solving product, something that's like an impulse buy, unlikely to find in stores, and it has some type of visual element. If you feel like you have a product that fits that description and you're looking for some help on TikTok Shop, definitely reach out. There'll be a link somewhere below this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.